Think you're tough? Think again. No smartphones, no DoorDash, no clean water on tap. If you time traveled to the 1500s, chances are you'd be dead in a week. From diseases with no cure to brutal justice systems, this was a world where only the strong, or lucky, survived. Let's dive into the top 5 reasons why modern-day people would not make it in the 1500s. Stick around till the end. It might just make you grateful for your daily Wi-Fi problems. In the 1500s, getting a toothache could literally kill you. There were no antibiotics, no vaccines, no sterile tools. Doctors believed in things like balancing your humors by draining your blood. Hospitals, more like houses of horror. The Black Plague had just wiped out millions in the previous century, and diseases like syphilis, tuberculosis, and smallpox were raging. Wounds often turned septic. A simple paper cut today might require a band-aid. Back then, you were praying it didn't get infected because gangrene and death could follow. Washing hands before surgery wasn't even a thing. They thought pus was a good sign. Modern people, most of us can't even handle a paper cut or flu without calling in sick. Imagine facing deadly illnesses with zero help, no hospitals, and no understanding of what germs are. In the 1500s, there was no such thing as due process, like we have today. Steal a loaf of bread, you could lose your hand. Talk bad about the king, you could be hanged, or worse, drawn and quartered. Torture wasn't just common, it was entertainment. Public executions were social events. Families would gather in the town square to watch someone burned at the stake or placed in an iron cage to die slowly. And if you were accused of witchcraft, heaven help you. There was no evidence required. Just fear, superstition, and angry mobs. Modern-day folks are used to therapy, cancel culture, and social justice. Back then, you didn't get a warning, you got the axe. No electricity, no running water, no grocery stores. In the 1500s, your survival depended on how hard you could work, every single day. You'd wake up with the sun, toil in the fields, chop wood, draw water from a well, and cook every meal from scratch, over an open fire. Laundry, done by hand in a freezing river. Bathrooms, a wooden shack outside, if you were lucky. Modern humans have automated vacuums, frozen meals, and electric blankets. Back then, everything required muscle, patience, and time. Forget Netflix, you were too exhausted to even think after sundown. And if you didn't pull your weight, you starved. The idea of 3 square meals a day. Pure fantasy in the 1500s. Most people, especially peasants, survived on stale bread, onions, and weak ale. Meat was rare. Fresh fruits and vegetables were seasonal. Clean water, risky at best. Food shortages and famines were common, especially in winter. If your harvest failed, you didn't hit up Uber Eats, you just didn't eat. And if you think your keto diet is hard now, try getting all your calories from porridge and moldy cheese. Vitamin deficiencies led to horrible diseases like scurvy and rickets. Most people looked older than they were and died younger than we can imagine. Modern bodies, accustomed to supplements, snacks, and fast food, would crash fast in this kind of starvation cycle. Let's be honest, we're all a little addicted to modern convenience. But in the 1500s, there was no such thing as convenience. Life was slow, hard, and incredibly uncomfortable. No phones, no social media, no GPS. If you wanted to talk to someone, you walked to them. If you got lost, you stayed lost. There was no climate control, freezing in winter, boiling in summer. No light bulbs, no headphones, no toilets that flush. Everything we take for granted today.
unthinkable back then. People bathed maybe once a month, if that. Clothes were rough, beds were made of hay, and entertainment. You were lucky if someone could read to you by candlelight. Today's people are stressed if their iPhone battery dies. Imagine never having one. So, would you survive in the 1500s? Unless you've got a stomach of steel, muscles like a blacksmith, and the immune system of a warhorse, probably not. We've come a long way from the blood-soaked fields and fire-lit kitchens of the past. Next time your Wi-Fi cuts out or your latte order is wrong, just remember what your ancestors had to deal with. If you enjoyed this journey through time, give this video a like, drop a comment telling us which century you wouldn't survive, and hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into history. Because history isn't just the past. It's a mirror to who we really are.